Cancer. Thank you for being here. So let's start with today. We're talking about April 12th, 2025, and that's the full moon in Libra. We're going to look at Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising with specific messages for each. We're going to look at numerology, astrology, and the tarot cards, and we're going to end the reading with advice for your sign. And in the description box, I have links for meditations for each of the tarot cards that I drew for you today. So let's start with numerology. And the number for that day is 7. And 7 represents deep introspection, spiritual growth, and inner wisdom. So for Cancer, this number activates your intuition and urges you to seek balance between logic and emotion. You might feel a strong pull between following your intuition and adhering to external expectations. Maybe you're deciding between staying in a stable but unfulfilling job or pursuing a passion project. The number 7 encourages you to go inward and listen to your inner voice. So astrology for that day, April 12th, 2025. The moon, the full moon, is in Libra, and Libra is your 4th house. So that's talking about home and family and emotional foundations. It highlights your inner world, your family dynamics, and the sense of security. So it's saying it's time for emotional clarity, closure, and transformation in these areas. I'll leave that. And we're going to go to the Sun. The Sun is in Aries, and that's your 10th house. So that's talking about career and public life and reputation. So the full moon opposes the Sun in the 10th house, and that's creating tension between home life and career ambitions. And that was just my dog gagging. I am so sorry. I don't know why he did that. So let me say it again. It's creating tension between home life and career ambitions. So here's an example. You may feel pressure at work, pulling you away from family obligations. Maybe you've been working overtime, but realize today that your emotional well-being and personal life need more attention. And then we have Mercury. And Mercury is in Aries, and that's the 10th house. That's career, communication, and decisions. So Mercury is in Aries, making career-related conversations direct and urgent. So, for example, say a boss or a colleague might push you to make a big career decision quickly. But before we get here, the High Priestess in your tarot spread, your intuition is the key to navigating this. Little peek there, what's coming up, but needed to be said. So, Venus is in Pisces, that's your 9th house, and that's about beliefs and inner learning and spiritual exploration. So your relationships and personal values are undergoing a spiritual or philosophical shift. So, for example, you might find yourself seeking a deeper meaning in love, realizing you need more than just surface level connections. So a partner may not align with your evolving beliefs, leading you to question the future of your relationship. So let's look at the tarot cards. You got a little peek, but here we go. This is the 2 of Pentacles. And that's about balance and prioritization and juggling responsibilities. So you're managing multiple priorities. You're trying to keep everything stable. So this card highlights your work-life balance, financial choices, and emotional juggling. So for example, you're balancing work and personal life, maybe trying to meet a deadline while also attending an important family event. You feel like you can't stop the ball on either, but today the full moon's urging you to decide what truly matters. You're going to have to make a decision, it looks like. So here's the advice. Find equilibrium. Not everything requires equal attention. Prioritize what aligns with your emotional well-being. And here's the High Priestess. And that's intuition and secrets and spiritual wisdom. So your intuition is heightened, and hidden truths may come to light today. You already know the answer to something, even if it hasn't been revealed externally. So, for example, you sense that something is off. Maybe we're talking about a relationship or a work situation or even something within yourself. Today, trust your gut. So here's some advice. Meditate, reflect, and listen to your inner voice. Not everything needs immediate action. Some truths will unfold naturally. And then you had the Hierophant. And the Hierophant, hello, get a camera, there you go. Hierophant, that's tradition and guidance and spiritual teachings. So you might seek advice from a mentor or a spiritual leader or a trusted guide. And it also talks about learning important lessons and tradition. So I think I mentioned that. But here's an example. You may turn to a therapist or a mentor or a religious spiritual figure for guidance. Maybe you're considering therapy or spiritual coaching, or even consulting family elders for advice on a major decision. So don't be afraid to seek wisdom from those who have walked this path before you. Sometimes tradition holds valuable lessons. So let's talk about Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, Cancer Rising. So Cancer Sun, this is going to be about finding balance between career and personal life. You're feeling torn between obligations and emotional well-being. So maybe a work project is demanding, but your heart is calling for more time at home or with loved ones. The Two of Pentacles suggests you find a middle ground. Cancer Moon, this is going to be emotional intuition and revelations. So your emotions are deep, intuitive, and revealing hidden truths. So you might sense a secret in a relationship. So maybe a friend or a partner or a family member isn't being completely open. So the High Priestess confirms your feelings. Trust them. Cancer Rising, you're seeking guidance and clarity on big decisions. So you're at a crossroads in your beliefs or your career or your life decision. You seek advice from a mentor, even a tarot reader, or a spiritual teacher. So the Hierophant suggests looking to trusted sources of wisdom. So here's a summary for this day for Cancer. So on April 12th, 2025, it calls for balance, intuition, and wisdom. The full moon in Libra highlights home versus career. There could be a conflict, while the tarot cards reveal the need for inner reflection and structured guidance. The Two of Pentacles, you're juggling responsibilities, so find balance. The High Priestess, your intuition is strong. Listen to it. And the Hierophant, seek wisdom from mentors and traditional teachings. So here's the takeaway. Prioritize what truly matters. You can't do everything at once. Trust your inner voice. Your intuition is already guiding you. Seek advice from trusted mentors, elders, and spiritual teachings. Here's the advice for Cancer on this day. Balance practicality with intuition. The answer you seek isn't external. They're within you. However, trusted guides can help you put things in perspective. Be open to their wisdom, but always trust your inner knowing first. Oh, I love that you were here, Cancer. Thank you so much for choosing this reading, and I hope to see you in another reading.